where he converted to Islam and became a Muslim. He is now in Ireland to spread the word of the Quran, and he joins us in studio this morning. Good morning to you, Idris Tafi.
Good morning to you. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you.
Okay.
That's the Muslim greeting, a greeting of peace.
Okay, tell us a bit. You were a Catholic priest for 9 years, was it?
With my training, yes.
Why did you decide to convert?
Well, if we had kind of 2 hours or a whole series, I could perhaps tell people it happened through people, through events. When I left the priesthood, I didn't leave the priesthood because I wanted to change my religion, that's for sure. I had no plan of leaving the Catholic Church, none. But when I left the priesthood, it was a big decision to make, and it was upsetting, and it left me feeling very low. And I looked for a holiday, so I needed a good holiday. But I had no money, so I went to the internet and got the cheapest holiday I could find, and the cheapest holiday was a holiday to Egypt. Now, I knew nothing about Egypt. I'd never met a Muslim in my life. And all I knew about Muslims was what the television told me, that they chop your hands off, and that they blow themselves up, and that they hit ladies. So I went to this Muslim country not knowing what to expect, except sunshine. And I went there, and as God is my judge, that week changed my life, really, because I met Muslims for the first time and found that they weren't these sword-waving fanatics that we see on the TV, but they were good, honest people. And like Irish people, Muslim people, you know, they go out to work in the morning to put food on the table for their kids to eat. They pray. They're ordinary people with a religious dimension very much. And so, for example, I'll give you an example of one Muslim I met. I met a little boy, and I talk about him in every talk I give. And this little boy was selling bananas on the street. And he, no shoe, just little plastic flip-flops. And a very old, tired gown, you know. And he greeted me the first morning. He said, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you, with a big smile on his face. And I learned each day from my hotel walking past him to say Zayak. Zayak in Arabic means, how are you, how are you doing? And he'd reply, Alhamdulillah, praise be to God. And that week, it touched my heart. I didn't learn much about Islam, but I learned for sure that Muslims weren't what I was being told back home. And then a long journey, perhaps a year started, of meeting. I got a job teaching. You know, I needed work. I had no work. So I got a job in a school in London.
So your holiday, you came back.
I came back.
You still felt strongly?
Still, I still had no plan to change my religion. I was perfectly happy being Catholic. And in fact, in all the talks I give, you know, I've been giving talks this week in Ireland, I always start my talks by saying, if anyone's come here tonight to hear me criticize the Church or the Pope or Christianity, you've come to the wrong talk.
Why did you leave the priesthood, though? What was